Guys, today is the anniversary of my mum's death. This is my mama. Her name's Pamela. She didn't die from an illness. She died because she felt she had no other choice. She took her own life because she wasn't supported, she didn't feel safe, and she had no stability. She was sometimes a single parent to me and my disabled sister, or otherwise in a domestic violence relationship. The weight of it, with no safety net, completely broke her. The system that was supposed to be there for her, for us, failed her at every turn. She was 31 when she took her life. I was 9 when I found her. She'd be 62. She was 31, so what's that? 31 years. What's changed in 31 years? When I read the story of Imogen Nunn, the 25-year-old TikTok star actually, it felt so familiar. Imogen was deaf, but she battled with her mental health. An inquest found that she died after multiple failings by the very services that were meant to keep her safe. Her family believes her death was avoidable, and it was. We should be outraged because these aren't isolated tragedies. They are symptoms of a society that is failing its most vulnerable. But here's what terrifies me and why I've had to speak out. In Canada, they have a law called the Medical Assistance in Dying, or MAID. And it's not just for terminally ill anymore. You can be approved if you have a serious disability or chronic condition that causes intolerable suffering. What is intolerable suffering? Reports from Canada show that for some, it's not just about physical pain. It's about not having enough money to live, not having accessible housing, not being able to get the support and care you need to have a decent quality of life. They're offering death as a solution to poverty and a lack of care. Think about that. Instead of providing the support to live a dignified life, the state is offering you help to die. Is death cheaper than support? People are arguing that my mum's situation, overwhelmed, unsupported, caring for a disabled child, and left in a state of utter desperation, is the kind of suffering that should make someone eligible to be killed by the state. It would have been legal and dignified choice. This is not dignity. My mother didn't need a way to die. She needed help to live. And now I look at what's happening here in the UK. The talk of benefit reform. You've heard it, like I'm sharing videos. At Chronic But Thriving is sharing videos. There's a petition to stop like what's going on. But it's making it harder for sick and disabled people to get support like PIP. They're creating the exact same conditions for hopelessness that failed my mum, and they're stripping away the safety net. My greatest fear is that we're going to follow Canada's path. In a few years, the government will see state-assisted death as a cheaper option, providing proper long-term support for housing, care and benefits. My mum deserved better. My sister deserves better. Remember, I said she's disabled. She has St. Clair's tooth disease. That would qualify her if we were in Canada. Would she even understand what she was signing up for? Nah, you can encourage her into anything. Imogen Nunn deserve better. A compassionate society doesn't help its vulnerable and disabled citizens to die. It gives them every possible reason to live. That's my beautiful mum. And she was loads of fun. She was. Mental health's like that, innit? She was under so much pressure, and just think, the same sort of pressure she was under then is the same pressure that millions of people are going to be under, but it's going to be the most vulnerable of us. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm grieving. I don't know. Anyway, I don't mean grieving about my mum. I wish I did. But like I said, that's 31 years. There is a death round by me every 9 days. And I live in a rural area. I know it's not all suicide. Most of it is mental health, self-medicating, and that self-medication, whatever it is they've decided to use to offer themselves comfort, is what's killed them. And I'm not about old people either, but